dreams. Such a beautiful fantasy. Living right here in my dreams. Ooh, you're such a beautiful fantasy. I'm so in love. Just when you look at me, you got something no one else can give. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Love your walk, watch your mouth when you talk. Something in your eyes. Something in your eyes. Oh boy, they told me we would build a beautiful story. I'm so mesmerized with what you do to me. I can't stop living in this beautiful fantasy. You're a beautiful fantasy. Living right here in my dreams. Such a beautiful fantasy. Living right here in my dreams. When I laid my eyes on you, I couldn't stop myself from dreaming. A fantasy you made come true. Now here we are, barely breathing. Something in your eyes. They told me we would build a beautiful story. I'm so mesmerized. I'm so mesmerized. What you do to me? What you do to me? Living right here in your fantasy. My heart is so full when you're with me. I feel so secure when you're with me. Wrapped up in your arms is where I need to be. I can't stop living in your beautiful fantasy. You're a beautiful fantasy. Living right here in my dreams. Such a beautiful fantasy. Living right here in my dreams.
Views expressed on shows are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of the station, its management, or other advertisers. Use of these shows and all services provided therein are for personal use only. The Elevations Radio Network holds no responsibility for the validity or accuracy of information on these shows.
Hey fam, welcome to the Let's Be Real show on elevationsradio.com. We broadcast across the country and around the world. I am your host, Greg Bam Reaves, along with my beautiful co-host, Benita Rahman.
Hey, how are you?
All right. So, first of all, how was your Thanksgiving?
Actually, I had an excellent Thanksgiving. We hosted it at my mom's house. We had about 15 guests, and it was excellent.
That's
But
cool.
can I say why it was the best, though?
Okay,
And
okay.
I have to say this because I'm a daddy's girl. Because the next day, my dad bought my mom a brand new car. So
Wow.
yeah. So honestly, and I say
That's
that because
cool.
it's not a monetary. It's just because it's just watching and listening to my dad being. He was basically letting my mom know how thankful he was for her.
Okay.
So that's what made it
yeah.
amazing. But no, I had an excellent Thanksgiving.
That's cool. That's
yours?
Cool. Mine wasn't bad. I spent some time with my father. Stopped at my cousin's house, got me a plate because I didn't cook. It's just me, so why am I going to cook? And had several adult beverages, watched a lot of football, and talked to my daughter. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool. And we missed you all last week. We hope you all had a great Thanksgiving too. And I discovered something while we were away: coconut oil. Now, I've already heard of coconut oil. I cook with it all the time. What I didn't know was I could put on my beard. See, I've been trying to redo my beard so I can get back into the beard game matters.
See, then I got something for you then. No, see, you say you discovered. Okay, so this is not a plug for me at all. But no, I do. I do shea butter, and I mix coconut oil into my shea butter along with tea tree essential oil.
Tea tree?
Yeah, tea tree. Tea tree is a healing for the skin.
Okay.
And it's also good. And it's funny you say that because I have a friend, the beer game is like they call it the beer game right now.
Yeah.
So I know that it, and I know that is big. So actually, I want to make something for men who are going to keep y'all beards moisturized because some of y'all got some rough beards.
Yeah, that's true.
Very rough. So yeah, that's amazing.
And
you
you know
just
what?
discovered it.
It's funny you said that because I was thinking about that a while back, like earlier this year. I want to develop my own beard product.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how I discovered coconut oil was. You know what? I think I just Googled it and saw that it was like, yeah, it's great for beards. So,
It's great for the beard. It's great for the skin.
so I've been using it.
And I use it every day.
I think you can put it everywhere.
Yeah, I use it every day.
Yeah, I do
That's
too now.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so I discovered something. I wasn't just like on vacation while we wasn't here. I was actually doing something. But the phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. That's 440-252-0518. Now, we don't have an in-studio guest today because we want you to be our guest today. You can call in. We can talk about whatever
Please
you want
do.
to. And also, it's an opportunity for you to get to know me and Benita a little better. We don't talk to each other about each other. Even though I've already interviewed her, still, there's some things I probably didn't ask that I could ask today.
Please. Seriously.
But before we get to that, I got to talk about the topic of the day: sexual harassment. Well,
Huge.
not sexual harassment itself, but all these guys that are going down from it. We talked a little bit before we got on the air, and I was saying how hard Charlie Rose hit me. I was a huge fan of Charlie Rose for a long time. Watched his shows on PBS. Always liked him. And I was like, man, Charlie Rose? Really?
and see how he feels about Charlie Rose is how I feel about Matt Lauer.
Right.
I watch the Today Show every day, pretty much every day. And that's a powerful man. When I say powerful, because with money comes power.
Yeah.
And this man, I did my homework, making $25 million a year to say the man is worth at least $60 million. And to get rid of him, someone on that status, that's huge.
And he got fired at the door. Like,
Yeah,
he was
pretty
coming to
much.
work. And they were like, no, thanks. You're out of here.
And I even did even more than that to say this man, he had a history of, this is not the first time.
Right.
He's been married before. He's divorced. His wife, presently now, they had separated and there was allegations of him. This is not the first time.
Right, yeah.
So, but it surprised me because this is somebody I admired. I'm like, I admired his work.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I want his job.
Speaking of admiring, I wake up this morning and find out Russell Simmons.
And then Russell Simmons. And the joke is now he's going to have to do more yoga. But it's
Right.
that's the joke. But, and I was, I called my dad. I'm like, Dad, today, man, y'all have to walk into work.
You know what? It's funny, too, that you say that because he is turning one of his properties into a yoga therapy thing.
Yeah, and I respect him because me doing energy healing work, he is somebody that I look up to, and I'm like, I don't know when this was supposed to happen in his life, but it was
a long time ago too.
Yeah,
one of the this is the one thing that scares me about this. For one, okay, we could say that these women were scared because they are powerful men, and that's why it took them so long. But now it's like becoming like the thing to do, and I'm wondering, is this going to take the sting away from, like, there's some real victims out there for real, and then there's some people that I'm not so sure, and it's like the more you hear, the less you believe, which is crazy to say.
And I think, to interrupt, yes, I do, but from a woman's perspective, I don't, because my thing is, this is not new.
Right.
It's just now, fortunately, and at the same time, unfortunately, fortunately, we have a voice. Unfortunately, it's never been heard.
Yeah.
And I say that to say, a while ago when I was in school and I had to stop it, I made a blog, Be a Voice and Not an Echo.
Right.
And it was for this reason here. Women didn't have a voice, or let me say this, we had a voice, but our voice wasn't heard. But that doesn't mean to shut ourselves down. So to me, to me is where I'm getting. It's like our voices are finally being heard.
That's true. I agree with that. I just want to know.
But you want to make sure this is
right. Is Terry Cruz's voice heard also?
Okay.
Because he's a big, cock-strong man. They were like, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The male ego's gonna say, man up.
Right.
That ain't cool.
Right.
It ain't cool to happen to anybody.
It's not.
Male, female, child, it's just not cool.
And I have never been on a job where I didn't see a form of sexual harassment. I mean, that was on every job I've been on.
That's the next thing. It's like, what are we defining? Like, okay, what Charlie Rose, Matt Lauer, they were, they admitted. They pretty much apologized, like, I was inappropriate.
Well, let me ask you, did Matt Lauer apologize?
Yeah.
Did he? Okay.
He said some of those instances he felt like it was mutual feelings there or whatever. Okay. But yeah, he apologized yesterday, I think it was.
Okay.
But but it's like then now it's I know I've said some inappropriate things. Russell Simmons admitted that too.
Most people
I know
have.
I've had inappropriate things said to me. So where does that line go? I mean, it's like, does it have to be actual physical?
Let me tell you, I don't think it's a line. I think it's only appropriate until you piss somebody off.
Right.
It's okay when we're all good. Yeah. But if you're in a management status or a supervisor, because I can say this at previous jobs, now once you upset me, now it's inappropriate. But it was all good once we were good with each other. But it becomes inappropriate when now you pissed me off, and now you want to write me up. That's when it becomes inappropriate.
And now I'm about to make a lot of people mad. I know a lot of women who are crazy about R. Kelly. I had a friend of mine tell me, if I said one more bad thing about R. Kelly, she would stop speaking to me. I was like, you don't even know that man. You know
But
me.
we love him.
Yeah, and
quote unquote.
He has been accused
and that's
forever.
messed up. And it's sad because we excuse him
more
for some.
fans.
And let me tell you why he's so cold. Because he'll come out with that, and he comes out with an album that caters to the adult, to the mature crowd, and then we forget about
right, exactly
all the accusations he just had with a 14, 15-year-old.
He just had some earlier this year.
Or let's go with this. He has this
house
compound. He has a sex compound, and it's sad that we excuse it. And I don't want to say I'm guilty of excusing it, because I do like his music, but being a woman, we can't separate it. And I am not one to separate it. And it's sad because I can't excuse it, because you have these women there that they feel powerless.
Right.
Because it's not okay. It's not. I mean, you hear the one girl who got away, quote unquote, but it's not okay. But will I still listen to his music? I'm guilty, and if we're gonna keep it real,
I call him a pedophile all the time.
I love it. I was in Jamaica at one of his concerts, and it was enjoying
Bill Cosby. I still think he's one of the funniest men that ever lived.
And it's sad to say, if we go on Bill Cosby, he's someone I grew up in. He was a household name in our home, and because I can't discount everything he has done.
Right.
But at the same time, if this was somebody else, it would be a different story. But because it's Bill Cosby, he's done too much good in our community.
And see, then it's like, okay, like with R. Kelly, you can't fire him. I mean, I guess a record company could, but he got enough money to start his own.
But that's the whole thing. That's like Matt Lauer. You fire him, but he has enough money to start his own channel.
Yeah, he's not. He's
but they have to make a statement. They made a statement with it. And that statement was huge.
Phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. That's 440-252-0518. Call in and join the conversation. One last thing on the sexual harassment. I thought this, but I wasn't quite sure it was going to happen. And then I saw it. Mm-hmm. Facebook, social media, average guys. See, we're talking about rich and powerful men, famous men, most of them, and politicians. But the other day, you know what? I actually want to say it was Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving Day. This young lady, who's one of my Facebook friends, posted the entire day about a man that raped her. Posted his picture and everything. And was like, I just want to ask, why did you choose me to rape?
Wow.
And I was like, I felt so bad for her. And I immediately, well, I don't have the capacity to hate, but I immediately didn't like this man. I hated what he did.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's going to be the new thing? People going to start outing these guys on Facebook? And I said, I had to think about my own past. Like, I've never. Right. But somebody could consider.
Somebody could consider your actions. You know it was against my will.
Yeah. I've never. No. Somebody said. I've never done anything.
No, I got
anybody's will.
Right.
But I may have said something. You know what I mean? So, but I'm just wondering, is that going to be the new trend? Like, is it time for the ordinary guy to start getting attacked too?
But it's a joke, and it's not a joke. But like I said, today men are going to walk into work, mouth shut. Yeah. It's just like, I'm coming in and doing my job, and I'm out. Yeah. I mean, I'd be afraid today as a male.
Well, no, we can't go to lunch.
Seriously. I mean, because it's just innocence. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's be real. I mean, there is a lot of innocent flirtation going on. And it's all good. Until you piss me off. Right. But it's a lot that goes on in the office in most workplaces. But it's today you got to be careful.
Now, the one thing you can say, well, he ain't got no money, so what would be the point?
Right.
You know what I mean? But like this young lady did, this man raped her. And this, I know for a fact. I know a lot of my female friends who've been sexually assaulted, and maybe I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, but maybe now they feel more power to put them guys on front.
And as a woman, that is something that I am feeling. I'm happy to see we have power. Because basically we have the power that we already had. Right. But now we're being heard. And let me say this. We've always had power. It's now we're being heard. But I just hope it's not being abused.
Exactly. And that was the point I was trying to make earlier.
Right. Yeah. Don't abuse your power. Yeah. Don't abuse it. Especially don't play into what certain things. If you see something coming on, either step away, but don't abuse the power. Right. So we'll wait and see who will be outed tomorrow. Yeah. But if I can say, please, if anybody has any comments or any, that wants to talk about that, please call in because I'm very interested on this. This subject is something I've been talking about. I've been really interested in these conversations. I've had some great conversations about this. Great. Especially, and if I can say this, one other thing, because as being a massage therapist, also on the Today Show, they had something about massage envy, discussing about some of the males who have been crossed the line, and that's something as a massage therapist we have been careful of. So, to me, you're talking about male massage. the male massage. Yeah, they have crossed, and it's that was just on the Today Show yesterday, or either the day before yesterday. As far as that's been now people bringing that up as far as how male massage therapists with females, and as people have asked me, my experiences, and I've experienced things on the female aspect that males have said things to me that they've crossed the line, and I've known how to address it. But at the same time, and I've had to kick only one person out of my room. But so I say that to say this is a conversation as far as in what I do that I've been discussing a lot in these past couple of days. So
Well,
please, anybody call in and discuss that.
It's definitely worth discussing. I was just wondering, like, is anybody just going to step forward and not wait for their accusers? Like, say, you know what? I'll admit, 10 years ago, I was...
No.
That's
No, because it's a shame. No. Why?
Because it's like every day is somebody, like, it's almost
It's
like...
embarrassment. Who's going to come forward?
It's almost like you're just waiting at home for the police to come and...
I mean, and I have to say, I have to say this the right way, but what male, because to me, at that standpoint, you're not a man, what male, and that's my opinion,
Right, okay.
Who's going to come through and say I was a punk, and I would say other words, but who's going to come through and say, no, they're not. They're not.
Right.
It's more so a lot of them stepping back saying, I hope somebody doesn't put me out there.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of males out there that's afraid right now.
Yeah.
It's a lot that's hoping I'm not next.
Right.
So... it's interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna lie. I'm interested in seeing who's out it tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's out there. It's coming forth, and I feel like we're just beginning. We're just beginning.
But our president, who admitted on tape,
but where is he? Yeah,
he got elected,
and that's what they say. It's like, but we still have this guy, number 45.
It was locker room talk.
Yep.
Yeah, 13 women came forward. Mm-hmm. But that was just locker room talk. Cause anyway, that dude. Speaking of tomorrow is normally a rough day for me. It is the 14th anniversary of the passing of my oldest daughter, Kiera Marie Reaves. Like I said before, some years I'm okay, some years not so much. This year, I'm okay. Because I was thinking about Christmas holiday coming, and I wanted to get some favorite Christmas stories. Mm-hmm. And one of mine is my oldest daughter, Kiera. She wanted the new, what was that thing? Game Boy? Game Boy. The little little video games from back in the day. So anyway, her little sister, Kiana, wanted one too. Mm-hmm. But Kiana wanted Kiera's.
Okay.
And Kiera's plan was to give Kiana hers because she was getting a brand new one. Mm-hmm. And I remember telling Kiera, I said, I might not be able to get it for Christmas Day, but I promise you I'll get it. It might be after Christmas. Mm-hmm. And she was such a trooper, like, it's okay, Daddy. I'm like, I'm going to do whatever. I'm getting that girl that Game Boy.
Right.
And my mother had got them a little video camera. It was a toy video camera, but it really took video for real. Mm-hmm. And we're taping my youngest daughter, opened up hers, and she's so happy. She went and hugged her big sister, this, that, and the other. And Kiera, she don't think she's getting one, so she's opening all these other gifts. I said, Kiera, open that one right there. And she opened it up, and the excitement and joy and happiness that they both had when she opened up and saw that new Game Boy. Okay. That's like one of the best memories of my life. Okay. And I wish I still had that video. That would have been great. But
that's you just made me think of something. What is Christmas to other people? That could be our next one. Closer to Christmas. What is Christmas to you?
Now, I know you didn't grow up celebrating Christmas, right?
I don't, but I just had this conversation the other day. I did not grow up celebrating Christmas, and I'm happy I didn't. Okay. And let me tell you my reason is because I used to think Christmas, and not let me say Christmas, it's just the whole, the energy behind it was very superficial. Right. And I say that because, and this is why Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, because I think we get caught up and we lose the purpose and the purpose behind the season. I love the energy. I love the spirit behind the season. I love the giving, the spirituality. But I see people that get stressed. You spend money that you do not have. Yep. You're trying to pay back things the whole next year. And I feel like we lose the purpose behind the season. So I did become Christian. Today I'm more spiritual, and this is me being transparent. Right. And which I want to be because I want people to get to know me.
That's right.
But with that being said, I just feel like we lost the purpose behind it. So, and that's why I want to know people, what does Christmas mean to you? So to me, what this season is for me is a season of giving. I don't want to receive it. I'm thankful I didn't grow up receiving not one Christmas gift.
Right.
I'm thankful for that. I love to give. And so that's why I would love if we could have a show as we get closer to the season.
Yeah.
It's just, what is Christmas to you? Because in my little world, I want to bring back the reason behind the season. Because I love this energy. I love the energy of the season.
You have a favorite Christmas story?
I do not, only because, well, if I can share one, I mean, because let me tell you, my immediate family, we don't celebrate Christmas, though there's certain siblings that still may give, but my grandmother's aunts, they still do. But I did look forward to, and I have a grandmother out here that's 90 years old that looks like 50. It makes no sense. But I said, I just want to be like you, Grandma, when I grow up. But with that being said, we still get together as our family. We still get together.
Right.
But I just choose not to give gifts. So my memories are going to be getting together to celebrate family. Mm-hmm. And that's what I love what my father did with this Thanksgiving. After our prayer before eating, we got together and we all went around, all about 15 of us. It's, what are you thankful for? And as my dad said, one thing that we noticed, everyone said family. Yeah. So that's going to be my best memories of the season. But once I build my own family in this season, it's not going to be about receiving. It's going to be about giving. I refuse to make it about receiving. Yeah. I refuse. So that's going to be my memory.
You got to receive something sometime.
I receive, but let me tell somebody, like I said today, and I'm an IGer. So what I receive is the gift of waking up every morning.
Yeah,
that's what I receive. I'm not looking for anything more. Anything else besides that is an extra. It's a blessing. So,
and I like to say too, because this is, for me, it's one of the joyous times of the year. Mm-hmm. And it's not that I'm only into this because it's Christmas. Mm-hmm. It's just a little extra put on there because it's Christmas. And that's because that's when my family really was like together through the holidays.
Right.
But it's going to be a whole lot of negativity out there. The real reason for Christmas is a pagan holiday and putting lights on the trees, a satanic. Look, if you want to be mad, go right ahead. But don't spoil somebody else's joy. Mm-hmm. Don't kill their joy. Let them be happy. If they're happy, let them be happy. What's wrong with that?
Well, I only say you kill someone's joy when you don't have joy. That to me that's the only time you kill joy. Because when you're happy, you want to see others happy, and when you're not, you kill other people's joy.
That's like the hurt people hurt people.
Yeah. So it's and so that's how I see that. But
and the music.
Okay, the music. Can I be honest?
And you don't like it.
I'm not gonna say I don't like it. I just like after
things. Don't like Christmas music?
No, I do. It's just some of it. No, I don't like. But no, I do like it because it makes you happy. But I'm like, the day after Thanksgiving, I feel like they couldn't wait for Thanksgiving to be over.
Yeah.
I'm like, can we still just embrace the Thanksgiving day? It was like, okay, Thanksgiving was Christmas.
No, because stores got to sell stuff.
I know, and it's the marketing. I feel like but that's what I feel like we miss in this time of the year, is because it's about the marketing and it's about the money. I'm like, we forget the spirit of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, we forgot. I was disappointed. The next day it was like
November.
Yeah, the next day it was like, okay, Thanksgiving is over. It's not about, let me get your money. Yeah. And so that saddens me.
And people are already tired of the turkey and the dressing. I eat that for about a week.
Yeah, I give it maybe the weekend. After Sunday it's a wrap. Yeah. But I don't know. I just want to embrace the energy of people feeling thankful.
Right.
And we get out of that too quick. It's like Friday. Forget after Friday, after about 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving
6 o'clock
Day.
Thanksgiving, that's when Black Friday starts.
And that's, if you notice that, Black Fridays even changed. Yeah. It used to, you had to wait till midnight or whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's darn near 2, 3, and then that takes away from people wanting to spend time with their families.
It actually seems to me like Halloween has passed Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gotten bigger.
We go from Halloween to Christmas.
We like dressing up in costumes and go kick it, but Thanksgiving, let me get some turkey, watch football, and
time for Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just so stuck in that. I want to just be stuck in this thankful moment.
I feel that completely.
I want to be stuck in that.
But so. I got to be honest. Christmas music, it just reminds me of nothing but joy. Like, I hear Christmas music, I don't have a bad thought at all.
No,
I go straight back to my childhood. Mm-hmm. Every song I can remember, not exactly how old I was, but close to. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad there are more Black Christmas movies out now.
Yes.
This Christmas, I like that. Almost Christmas, I like that. Well, Friday, that was a Christmas movie. The second one.
Right.
Second one or the third one? I think it was the third.
I'm lying. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. When the tree got stolen and whatever. So
and I do is certain things, and I don't know if my dad is listening, and he's probably not because I didn't give him the link again today. But he wants to, because he wants to support this show so much. I love him for that. He really does. But with that being said, we were like quote unquote banned from watching the Christmas Story. I've never seen that to this day.
Really?
I swear, I just want to. Yeah, I know. Yes, where the tongue is stuck on the pole, and I feel like I was going to get in trouble if I watched it.
Right.
So I've never watched the whole thing all the way through. Like I want to go to the house over there and the house
the museum,
and just But I'm like, I thought my dad I was going to get in trouble. So, but no, and it's like I remember one year I decorated my home.
I put all our shows on YouTube, so. If he goes on YouTube, he'll
be all right. I love you, Daddy. No, he doesn't even know because I haven't given him the link yet.
Okay.
But I'm going to, because he wants to listen. But no, but like I tell him, I said, he grew up as a Baptist Christian, so it's not like he grew up Muslim.
Right.
And I said, I want to understand all faiths. I want to understand how people celebrate. But I will say about this time, and I won't dwell on this, what I thank him for is, he said, Benita, whatever you celebrate, know the history behind it.
Right.
No, and that's what I thank him for. Just don't embrace and celebrate something when you don't know.
Exactly.
Don't just follow what someone told you to do.
Right.
So I thank him for that, as far as knowing the holidays, pagan holidays that most people don't know. So I thank him for whatever you do, make sure you know why you're doing it.
Right. That's good advice. That's great advice.
I thank him for.
Yeah, so. And being transparent again.
Yeah.
I will say during my time as a state of Ohio resident, Christmas was even fun there. That sounds absolutely insane. I can anything, but you can find joy wherever if you allow yourself to.
If you open yourself up to it.
And we found joy there. We got together, put our little ramen noodles together, and made breaks and made foxies. I mean, it's still Christmas.
Yes.
Just because we there.
Yes, I agree.
That's the thing about imprisonment of the mind. You think I'm locked up, so it ain't no Christmas. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
No.
And you get cards from your children or whoever and all that. So, yeah. So, we got a lot more coming. I'm going to tell you about this contest we got coming with the magic hands of Benita.
Be right.
As a prize. But we're going to take a quick break, listen to a song or two, and we'll be right back at you.
You're listening to Elevations Radio, your station for uplifting lifestyle and wellness talk radio.
Saturday, December the 9th, 2017, at the Hungarian Business Trade Center, 15805 Libby Road, Maple Heights, Ohio, 44137. Come join the incredible sounds of the MGM Band and comedians performing with Cool TLC, Just Misty, Marcus Tarver, Cleveland James, Jasmine, and Mark Reedy. And the DJ Grandmaster L. Dog. There will be a cash bar, food, raffle, and we're having a joke contest.
Hold on, wait a minute, I got a joke.
Yeah, y'all, that's right. Doors open at 7 p.m. and we party till 1 a.m. Tickets are $25 in advance, $30 at the door. If you go to Eventbrite.com and look up GF Productions, Cool TLC's Comedy Party, you get the tickets at a discounted price for a limited time only. Or call for your tickets at 216-395-7081. That's 216-395-7081. That's Saturday, December the 9th at the Hungarian Business Trade Center, located at 15805 Libby Road.
Trying to play me like a dumb, not one trying to mess me about no one. Intellect's not a friend, I'm just one step ahead, I just move you for friend. You think I don't see that you're being sly? I see you running just to steal my shine. You're acting stanky lately, it ain't fine. And Did you ever want to see me rise? You're acting sometimes for the night. Patience is running out of time. Pretty soon I will give it that, but seems you'll be fine with that. I go for mine, I got to shine. So I'ma put my hands up in the sky. I go for mine, I got to shine. And you got me wondering, if this is real, real love, real love. This is convenient, ain't gonna be here for convenience. You wanna call me your bestie, acting real messy when you don't do the you're supposed to do. I got right all that bitches that tell me the real but really, did you truly have my back on? Or am I just a standby when you need someone? And now you got me doubting this thing go on. Do you even kinda really care? Oh no, you're acting sometimes the night. Patience is running out of time. Pretty soon I will give it that, but seems you'll be fine with that. I go for mine, I got to shine. So I'ma put my hands up in the sky. I go for mine, I got to shine. And you got me wondering, if this is real, real love, real love. This is convenient, and sometimes ain't gonna be here for convenience. This is real.
Hey, welcome back, fam. Phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. That's 440-252-0518. We were just talking about Christmas and the holidays and whatnot. And my favorite movie of all time, whether it's the holidays or not, is It's a Wonderful Life. And for those that don't know about It's a Wonderful Life, it's a story of a man who he's just getting hit by everything all at once, rains and pours type of thing. And
I'm gonna watch that.
He prays to God like, I wish I had never been born. So God sends him a guardian angel and shows him what his life would be like. Not his life, because he didn't have one if he wasn't born. Shows him the life of his loved ones if he hadn't been born. And in the end, he's begging God, I want to live again. I want to live again. It is a great, great movie. But I bring that up right now because this is a time of year where the suicide rate is the highest. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of different reasons, I think, for it, because a lot of us here in cities like Cleveland, we think it's because the weather is drab and snow, and it's not. No, it's people committing suicide in Florida, California, everywhere around the holiday season. It's right before the new year, and a lot of people are looking back on their past year and feel like they're failures.
And if I can even, as far as that, the thought that came to mind is because the holidays are supposed to be a joyous time. Mm-hmm. And I think for those who, it's a reminder that they're not joyful. Right. And I can attest to it. If you're living in it, if you're keeping it real, mm-hmm. We've all had moments during this time that we're reminded that it's not our best time. Yeah. The holidays for me has not always been my best time, but I've chose to, I'm trying to always reflect that it's not the worst time. Right. Because as we see what's going on in Libya, which this is not brand new, just to touch on that. And my dad and I, we just talked about that with the 13th Amendment, and that's another conversation.
Right, yeah.
That slavery is not, but that's another conversation. It's not over. But if you know that,
Watch the movie 13.
Yeah, my dad told me to Benita, reread the 13th Amendment, and you'll see that slavery is still, it's allowed, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So, but with that being said, it's a reminder of that, how if you're joyous or not. And it can be sad. I had a friend of mine who told me, he said, I'm very sad during this time. And I asked why, and I think it's a reminder of who's not here that you want to celebrate it with. And I think that's the biggest thing. Our life is not where we want it to be. And it can do that, then going into the New Year's. Who wants to spend the New Year's by themselves?
Right.
And I spent a couple of them, and I'm actually okay with that. I've slept through the New Year.
I spend most of my New Year's by myself.
Yeah, but I'm not happy about that. I'm not going to sit
either,
there. But with that being said, but no, I mean, and I said going into 2018, it's up to you on what you choose to reflect on.
Right.
You can reflect on the negativity, or you can reflect on what has been good in your life. Now, if you had nothing good that happened in 2017, then you're going to be freaking depressed.
And see, this thing, this goes back to what you were talking about Thanksgiving and being thankful. And you said waking up, you're thankful. There are some people that curse God for waking them up.
They do.
They are tired. They don't want to wake up no more.
And
but
I understand.
They don't have, guts is not the right word.
No, it's not guts. It's not guts.
They don't have it in them to actually do it themselves, but they pray on it.
And
that's really sad. Now, honestly, this is probably a subject that my producer should be in on because that's kind of her job, mental health and all that. But I wanted to talk about it because I don't have the right words. If you ask me, I'm going to say pray because that's my answer for everything. It doesn't work for everybody. People tell me, I've been praying the same prayer for years. It's not answered, and that's the other.
Then if I can add one other word into that, then it's faith.
Yeah.
Because if you pray with no faith, then you will continue to have the same result.
That's right.
And so that's my thing is faith. And I feel like God, and I say this to say, because I choose not to be a religious person, though I was raised in a religious home, but I choose to be spiritual. If you pray with no faith, then you will not have any change.
Right. It just works.
And God recognizes that. So it's like, if you're going to pray and you don't believe in me, I'm not going to bless you. So to me, you have to pray with faith. Right. And faith that I'm going to answer your prayers, and it's not going to be when you want, but when I feel like you're ready. But at the same time, if you're doing the same things, then I'm not going to give you what you ask for. And when I say these things, I speak to myself. Like they say, the definition of insanity is to do the same things but you want different results.
Right.
So that's what I would say to anyone listening. If this is a time of the year that's is very down, is very sad, then what are you doing to change it?
Right.
If you're doing the exact same things, you're going to get the exact same results. So that's what I would say to any listener, to any person. Change your habits, and then you will get different results.
And talk to somebody.
Yeah,
I don't care. They say they don't want to hear it, so they shouldn't be in your life. They shouldn't be your friends.
Yes.
You got to let it out.
You have to change your habits. Let it out. You have to. So
phone lines are open 440-252-0518. And since we're in transparency mode today, because we're being real,
yes,
I'm going to tell you one of my suicide stories. Yes, I have a few.
We all have, and I tell mine.
Okay, I think this is the one that gave me my faith. This is the reason why I'll never turn away from Jesus Christ, no matter how many people tell me to wake up and all that. But anyway, I was 19 years old in the Army. I went to the Army for the wrong reason. Didn't want to be there. My first love was with somebody else, and I was having a lot of teen problems. But I learned later on in life that I was always kind of depressed. People said that. I never even realized it. Like, I thought I was a fun dude. But anyway, so this one night, I just had enough. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Can't do it anymore. I'm in my dorm room. I just broke in everybody's locker. I took about over 40 pills, drank a bottle of Robitussin and a bottle of NyQuil. And I started writing my goodbye letter apologizing to people for what I'm about to do. And I fell asleep before I even finished it. The last couple lines just scribbled. And I remember, now I have sleep apnea. I didn't know I had it back then. I just knew I snored real loud. So I laid my hands across my chest like God was going to forgive me for crossing my hands over my chest. I wanted to go out praying, you know. And I got up the next morning, opened my eyes, and all I saw was white. I'm like, oh, wow. I made it to heaven. I'm like, wait a minute. The walls in here white. And I look around, I'm right where I was. Didn't get sick, nothing. I felt like a total idiot. That was the first time in my life that I knew I had a purpose. That God did love me, that he did listen to my prayers. And I laughed. At first, like, I felt so stupid. I mean, I really felt stupid. I ain't even had to get my stomach pumped, nothing. And I'm telling you, I took over 40 pills and drank a bottle of Robitussin and a bottle of NyQuil. And my roommates was like, dang, man, you ain't even moved last night. You wasn't snoring. We thought you was dead. Which made me laugh even harder. So when we got out in formation, all I kept doing was, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I promise you I will never, ever, ever do that again. So that was my last suicide story because I've never come close to thinking about it since that day.
Well, I can say I've never had a suicidal, and I'm going to share something probably if you want me to transparent.
Yeah.
No, I've never had a suicidal. I've never tried to. I mean, it's funny. Before I came in here, I was talking to someone else. Like, you know, you had that boyfriend that once he broke up with you, you just want to kill yourself. You don't want to live anymore. No, but my most traumatic moment, I can say for myself, was when my parents divorced. And it's hard to say that because to me, they're still a unit. But I didn't want to live after that because that was my foundation. That was my everything. And after that, I know my life became very rebellious. And I'm going to share this, and most people even know this, but to those who know me and those who don't know, I've lived a life of so many. It's a roller coaster. I haven't been addicted to a drug before. I won't share what it was at this time. And I mean, I say this, and this is not being true because those who know me know that, but I'm sharing it publicly. But I say that to say. People, you know, I've had, and I was saying this to a lady today who was massaging me. She said, you know, Benita, I've heard people, they say they're so jealous of you and they see your journey. But I said, this journey has a lot of ups and downs. And I have people that tell me, Benita, I envy your life or I live vicariously through you. But I tell people, don't live through me, live your life. But I've lived a rebellious life because I had a rug just snatched underneath me. And when I say the rug for me was that my dad gave our family a foundation that was amazing. And then when he divorced my mom, it tore us apart. But with that being said, he never left us. It's just he left physically out the home.
Right.
He never left spiritually. And actually, I actually say he became a better father because he was in a place that he was better for himself. I say that all that to say it is hard when you know you live a life that is just so secure. And I still have a good life. I mean, I'm a daddy's girl. My dad is amazing, and I say that
Thanksgiving gift was amazing.
No, and it's huge. And no, it's huge. I say that to say because you know people don't understand why you know I am the way I am. Why I'm as hard as I am on people. And as the producer, I think she's a daddy's girl too.
Yeah.
And I say that to say I'm like people have to understand the cloth that you've been cut from. When you're a daddy's girl, you got a strong father. We don't take a lot of mess, and I'm saying that lightly because I can't say what I really want to say.
Right.
But no, we don't. But no, I've had, you know, people think I'm so strong, and I am. But I've had my moments that it's just, I wanted to say, I'm done. I have. My heart has been hurt. I just know how to bounce back because I have had a father to say, Benita, no, you're a gift. You're not a princess. You're a queen.
Right.
So I know my gift. And that's why, once again, I say to people, and I say this to my clients, so I say this to if anyone's listening, is that as women, we have to know our gift. We are amazing. Yeah, it's hard. Let me go back to this time of the year. It's hard sometimes because it's still hard for me because it's not where I want to be. But I'm so freaking blessed, it makes no sense. And that's what we have to find is just our gifts. We have a gift, we have a purpose. And once you find that, you find your purpose for living.
The key word to me that you said was moments.
Yes.
We all have those moments But people that become suicidal, their moments become more than just a moment. It's a regular thing. Moments on top of moments on top of moments is one steady stream of I can only see the negative. I can't see anything positive. And yeah, the holidays can definitely drag up some negatives, but just like I just got finished telling a story about my daughter. Like I said, tomorrow will be the 14th anniversary of her passing. But my thoughts are that excitement, opening that gift that she didn't know she was getting. So you have to, you can't make yourself. You have to find a way.
You have to find you have to find the good. I don't know what it's like, and my heart goes out to you every time I hear that, because it saddens me every time when I hear a parent who's lost a child, because it's just not supposed to happen that way. It's not. But I'm learning in life, you have to find the gifts of situations. Especially as a massage therapist, because we are healers, and people come to us with problems, and they come to us with problems, and they don't even realize we're going through our own problems at the same time. And so through them, sometimes we're healing ourselves. And I'm learning through them that it's a gift in everything that happens.
Definitely.
But it's easier to say that. It's easier said than done.
Well, I mean, but people have to realize every single person on this earth has a story.
Yes, we
do. There's not a person breathing right now that hasn't had some type of hardship. It might not be the same as yours or mine, but to them it is. Like you would think, oh, he's a billionaire. What has he got to be upset about? Because money don't buy happiness.
It doesn't.
He still has arguments with his wife and this, that, and the other. Can't understand his children. We all have a story, and we're all going to go through tough times, but we can get through them and past them too. My daughter know I'm gonna do the best I can for her Christmas, but it might not come in January, because that's being real.
And that's and what you just said, I just thought about something, and this is the power of sharing the story. And if I can put one thing out, and I want to say this on the air, is that I would love to have a show, and I'm going to say this now, that people share their stories, because through sharing your stories is that you give other people power. And if we could just have a show that's designated to that, sharing your story. And I say that because, once again, doing what I do as clients, sharing your story is powerful.
Yeah.
Especially, once again, going through this time and going through the new year. Because people, they go through the new year and they want to be revived. They want a new vision. They want to be rejuvenated.
Right.
And I think this is the time to say, share your story to start somebody else off new for the new year.
People always tell me that I share too much of myself on Facebook.
You can never share enough.
First of all, people that know me know I don't share nearly as much as people think.
Thank you, Carmen.
But what I do share is because I think somebody's going through that. And I want them to see I've been through that. And that together we can get through this. Because I don't just share the bad in my life. I could share with you right now something bad that's happened. And then next week, I'll tell you how that turned out, how God blessed me. And how this is where I'm at now. Like, I joke about not having a job. I'm not, I need a job. Don't get me wrong. Don't be calling me broke and all that. I need a job. But I'm happy right now. I'm really, really in a good place, and I'm cool. Yeah, I was like, I'll wait till after the holidays to try to get a job. No, I think I need one now. But it's not bringing me down. I don't wake up like, oh, God, I ain't got a job.
Well, it's like they say, money doesn't buy happiness. And my dad and I have a joke about that. He said, Benita, well, it don't, but... I can tell you this now. It's bought me a lot of trips and vacations. But, and he is right. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you. Yes, transparency is healing. Thank you, Carmen, and I love you. She's one of my clients, too. But,
she's one of my Facebook friends.
Yeah. But no, with that being said, no, money does not buy happiness. And to me, what buys happiness is peace of mind. Yeah. And that's something money cannot buy. So I think that's what we need to put out there, is that it's not so much, because I ain't not gonna lie, money can't buy me happiness.
Oh, yeah,
Put me in a shopping mall with a lot of money and on a vacation trip, I'm gonna be happy. But no, but peace of mind is what keeps us happy.
Right.
So money buys us temporary happiness. It's temporary. But peace of mind gives me longevity. And that's what we want, is longevity of happiness.
That's right.
So yes.
So I don't want to just leave it there with suicide and depression. So, but what I want to do is tell you about my contest. which will help relieve some of that depression.
And I want to get into that for just 2 seconds. Yeah.
Okay. So the contest is a free massage by my co-host, Benita.
Massages by Benita.
That's right.
Yes.
And all you have to do, let us know why you deserve a massage. Are you? If it doesn't have to be you. You can nominate somebody you know, somebody that's an amazing parent that's gone above and beyond to put food on the table or whatever. But this is a time of year that people need some relief. I haven't had a massage before, but from what I understand,
he's gonna.
They're
get
very relaxing.
He's gonna get.
I'm saying, it was hard to buy Christmas gifts for my mother.
Mm-hmm.
She was such a tough woman and worked hard. And I bought her a TV and VCR one Christmas, vertical blinds another Christmas. But I wish I could have bought her a massage. I think she would have really appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're giving away a free massage. You can contact elevationsradio.com. I just opened a new email called letsbereal63@yahoo.com. You can hit me up on Facebook, Instagram. Let me know why you think you deserve a massage, and somebody is going to win a free massage for the holidays. How about that? Letsbereal63@yahoo.com.
And if I can even just piggyback off of that, why I'm excited about that, because I know the benefits of massage. It's far beyond, I mean, if anybody knows what massage is for, and I say this, I'm a massage therapist, it's the release of tension, get the blood, blood circulation and all that good stuff going. I could give the medical side of it. But for me, it's just, I want to give people an hour of a release,
right.
An hour of release of the everyday life. Forgive me for saying this, but I don't apologize. As women, we take on so much. I mean, we are the nurturers of the world. We are the caregivers. I mean, okay, if you saw his, if you're
watching live,
if you see. But with that being said, no, and I have to say this because even at my father, what he taught me is that paradise lies at the foot of a woman, and we are the caretakers of a home, and we take care of it. And don't get me wrong, I cater to a lot of men as well, but I feel a certain type of way about us women. But with that being said, whoever it may be, if you feel that they are someone who needs spiritual healing on whatever level, we need it. We need an hour way of just life.
Right. And this contest isn't just for women.
Yes,
just so you understand that.
It's not just for women. No, it's not, because I have a lot of male friends. I have male friends who take care of their children. They are single fathers. So I cater to, and I being a daddy's girl, there's a lot of amazing men out here who are doing amazing work out here. And I take care of them as well. So it's not just about women. It's not.
And unfortunately, this contest is a local contest.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if you're in LA listening right now, unless you're going to fly here, you're going to fly here to get your free massage.
And I look forward to meeting you as well. Because I have people that come in out of town for me, and I'm humbled by that, too. So thank you.
My peeps in Germany, you ever, in the States, in Cleveland, stop by, get a free massage.
Yes.
That's if you win the contest.
Yeah. I may even have something special for you if you come out of town, out of the country. That's on me. That's on me.
Elevation's family are not included in the contest. They can't, Sorry, y'all. I love y'all, but
I take care of y'all.
Yeah. So that's what we're about here on Let's Be Real. We're trying to give I know some really, really deserving people.
Yes.
But if they don't send me their story, they ain't in there.
Yes.
They can't win.
So
I'm really looking forward to the holiday, and I'm really excited about my guest next week. I'm not going to tell you who that is, though. You're going to have to tune in and see. Well, I had an advertisement up soon, but I'm excited about next week. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Off air.
Okay. I'm excited to hear it. I'm excited.
So, I'd love to hear what your Christmas plans are. Yeah, it's going to be kind of a Christmas theme type of month for me because I'm a big kid when it comes to Christmas. Like I said, I miss my mother's Toll House cookies.
And I would say this, for me, I'm just a big fan of the spirit of this time of the year. So, and I want to get involved in, when I say I get involved, I am involved in that. But I am. I want to, be a part. And it's like, especially for me with the massaging, I want to bring that energy and that spirit and bring it back to the purpose of this time of the year.
Definitely.
So I'm excited about that. I'm not excited. I'm the eating part is that was my Thanksgiving. I didn't even overindulge in that either. But
the last show we talked about this being a dangerous time of year on the food side.
Yeah, and still I want to stress that, please be mindful of that.
Yeah,
because a lot of people go into the new year feeling like a blob, and it's like, come on, and I will say this: be mindful of that, because that's a part of being, as far as being in a good space. When your health is off, everything is off.
Well, I will say, I've seen a lot of people on social media talking about how right after Thanksgiving they were right back to their workout or whatever diet, whatever they were doing.
Well, I have to stress,
which is cool to see.
Yeah, and I have to, and forgive my interrupting, but I have to stress, it's like, don't wait to afterwards. It's just be mindful in the midst of it as well. Yeah. Because it only takes one meal to throw you off. Yeah. And I have to throw that into this conversation. If you're one of those that's on a fitness journey or even looking to start that fitness journey, don't wait to after Christmas. Don't wait. Right. Because it's easy to say after Christmas, then after New Year, and now we're off to Easter, then we're off to the summer, and now you're into next fall of 2018. So the journey should start now, and be mindful of it on Christmas Day. So don't wait.
Most definitely.
Don't wait.
And know that you do have the power to have a positive mindset. You don't have to be depressed. You don't have to be down. You can think like what I'm doing right now. I'm not saying I'm able to do this every year. I have my years when I'm down, but this year I choose to think about the happy memories when I was a kid, when my children were children, when my mother was here, when my family. I come from a kind of small family. My father, all he had was a twin brother. And my mother was the only child. And they had 3 children. And my sister has 1 daughter. My brother has 2 daughters and a son. I had 2 daughters. So it's not like I come from a huge family. And now it's just my father, my brother, and me left as far as the, the older generation. I still got my cousins, but, as you grow, you kind of split apart. Unfortunately. So my Christmases, Thanksgivings, New Year's, I'm usually by myself watching TV. But I've gotten okay with that. I'll put on I'm still going to put on some Christmas music. I got a little tree you can't see me, you're on the radio. I got a little tree about 2 feet tall. I sit on my table and it light up and everything. And I toast myself with my Jack Daniels and Jack Frost, Jack Daniels. We got
like I said, it's like you said something that I catch on. It's the mindset. The mind is a powerful thing. It's like what you think, what you believe, and what you feel. You're gonna, So it's just the mindset. It's like if you tell yourself you're gonna be depressed, you will.
That's right.
But if you choose to accept with the blessings that you've been given, and my thing is, if you have the mindset, if you're thinking it, that means you're alive. So you're already blessed.
That's right.
So
I'm sorry, but our time is up. I thank you all for joining us. We'll be back here next Thursday, 6 p.m. sharp. Don't want to be late. I want to see those submissions for the contest.
Yes.
And like I always say, I forgot what I always say.
Well,
develop your hunger for knowledge and feed it. Pick up a book and read it. Set a goal and see it through. Always, always believe in you. Love and peace, fam.
All right. Peace and blessings.